Well, folks, from me, Brendan Kelly, it's a warm welcome to East London for the SA Endurance Series 4-hour race day. First up is the modifieds. Cars already on the grid. Green flags for go. Bevan Swartz, the man that's on pole position in that beautifully turned out yellow Corvette. Roy Aubrey right up there as well. The Porsche 996 GT3 Cup. He's next to Bevan on the front row of the grid. Then we've got Francois Kutzer in the Opel Tigra. Then the first of the BMW brigade, that's Chris Farley, car number 7B, BMW M3. Next to him, or right behind him, it will be Sean Valence. Sorry, next to him will be Sean Valence in yet another of the BMWs. And then Sean Gradwell, I believe, has broken a gearbox, so he won't be taking part in this heat. And I believe it's the gearbox in his endurance car as well. So they unfortunately will be out for the 4-hour endurance race later on today. Then we've got Derek Boy, the VW City Golf. And then Mornay Swanepoel, another BMW M3, RJ Green in the Herbalife BMW M3, Cameron Hall in yet another BMW M3, certainly are popular cars in these areas. Then we've got Sean Heidemann, very, very quick VW Golf, Julian Herman, the VW Polo, and hopefully he's got his reliability issues sorted out in that Polo, very, very quick in a straight line, but he has been plagued with one or two reliability issues, lots and lots of development having gone into that car. Then we've next up in another VW City Golf, it is Chris Nell, followed by yet another Golf of Chenille Holmes. Then Craig Borges in the Opel, car number 114, he's running Class E, followed by Gary Schultz in a Nissan 350Z. After Gary, it is car number 48, Garth Springfield, followed by Shanae Marais in Harper, her sister Melindre up there as well in the Opel. Then we've got Anthony Power in the Lotus, and last but not least on the grid, car number 186 in a Nissan, that's Jonathan Thomas. So cars out on the track on their warm-up lap. Just waiting for them to come through. It will be a rolling start. The live stream brought to you by Elco Truck and Haulers. A massive thank you to Bevan Swartz for that, as well as East London Towing and Recovery. Big thanks to Mark Else and his team, the guys responsible for rollbacks and machinery moving around East London, focusing on moving of forklifts and TLBs as well. And then to Link Online, they specialize in broadband connectivity, network management, hardware and software maintenance, and everything else involved in IT. You can get all the information at www.linkonline.co.za. Just waiting for the cars to come into view. Onto the main straight they come, waiting for the lights to go out. Bevan Swartz setting the pace as they come through. That distinct bright yellow Corvette of his. Massive thank you to Haval South Africa, or Haval Edenvale, for the use of the recovery cars and the pace car. Ian Riddle once again doing duty behind the pace car. Sean Valence going through there in the MagLab BMW. Derek Boy, that very, very little quick Golf. Watch this car, as well as the 32 Polo. That's the car of Julian Herman that I was referring to earlier. Extremely, extremely quick in a straight line. But these guys are going to have their work cut out trying to catch up to the man who's on pole position, Bevan Swartz, in the Corvette. He races in the Mobile V8 series as well with that car. Great to have Roy Obery making the trip. The man driving the Porsche there, big thanks to Greg Maloney. He'll be doing the SA Endurance Series, which will follow this. The man behind Haval Edenvale, Roy Obery, in the Porsche 966. Just a little bit of confusion there. I see they're only busy on the warm-up lap now. Was a bit of a mad scramble here. We had satellite issues, so we've just got slightly caught on the back foot. Cars all still behind the pace car at this stage. The weather conditions in East London was rather chilly this morning when we got to the circuit. It has warmed up slightly, but we are in for some bad weather over the weekend, I do believe. Cold front moving up the coast, followed by another cold front right behind it. Marshall's just doing some last minute cleaning preparations. Our safety car moves into the pits. We are good to go racing. Onto the main straight they come. Bevan Swartz, Roy Obery next to him. Now we're waiting for the lights to go out, and they do indeed. You see a big puff of smoke from the Polo. The car number 32, the VW the Polo of Julian Herman, as the car's all ducked off there, but Bevan Swartz got himself nicely positioned. Roy Obery tucked in behind him, followed by Francois Kutzer. Looked like it was Chris Farley in the BMW that was up there with him. Craig Borges goes through in the budget cupboards, kitchen and cupboards car number 14. Car number 114. Bevan Swartz controlling things from the front already. Roy Obery going to have his work cut out trying to catch him. But just look at Francois Kutzer up into third place, followed by, I think it's Chris Farley in the first of the BMWs coming through. That BMW M3 of his, really, really quick. Lots of development having gone into that car of his. Then Sean Valance goes through. The Polo of Julian Herman having gone through as well. Great visuals coming from trackside into the S as they go. You see the wind, the sea in the background. Not quite white horses there. The wind has started picking up, but conditions at this stage absolutely ideal for racing as they complete the first lap. So it's Bevan Swartz that leads, Roy Aubrey second, Francois Kutze in third, Chris Farley fourth, Sean Valence up into fifth, Julian Herman moved up, he's up into sixth already, followed by Mornay Swanepoel, RJ Green up to eighth place, followed by Derek Boy in that very, very quick VW Golf. Then we got Cameron Hall, Chris Nell, Sean Heidemann, Anthony Power, Shawneel Holmes, Craig Borges. Bevan Swartz already dominating proceedings. Beautifully turned out Corvette of his. See the mobile V8 supercar branding on the front windscreen of that car. Roy Aubrey comes through, followed by Francois Kutze, Chris Farley in the BMW, Julian Herman. Still got some work to do on that car, but I believe extremely quick in a straight line, just battling with the cornering speed of it. Then we got Mornay Swanepoel, the next to the BMWs, followed by RJ Green. The race leader completes another lap. The gap has opened up a bit. We'll see what it is now as Roy Aubrey comes through in second place. The gap up to 6.3 seconds between first and second. Right behind him, Francois Kutze has closed in on Roy Aubrey a little bit. A bit of a procession out in front, the top sort of 5-6 cars. Sean Valence going really well in the Maglab BMW car number 33. He's got RJ Green just behind him. Behind Green, Cameron Hall in the BMW M3. The racing action happening further on down the line as we see Bevan Swartz going through, completely in control of proceedings. Great visuals of Chris Farley in the Treads tyres. Best drive BMW M3. Onto the main straight once again for our race leader to complete yet another lap. 5 laps left in the race and completely untroubled out in front. Derek Boyd leading the 709 BMW of Cameron Hall. Cameron Hall looking for a way through on the inside, on the outside. Oh, getting it slightly sideways there. Bit of a moment there for the man in the BMW. Julian Herman comes through. He's still in the 5th place at this stage, just ahead of Sean Valence. Valence goes through, followed by Mornay Swanepoel. Swanepoel having got ahead of RJ Green. Not too sure. See, RJ Green has dropped down the leaderboard. It's not him coming through now. So we've lost RJ Green somewhere along the line. So change of positions in the top 10. With 5 laps left in the race, Bevan Swartz leads Roy Aubrey. Francois Kutze in a very good 3rd place at this stage. He's closed in on Roy Aubrey. Then we've got Chris Farley, Julian Herman, Sean Valence, Mornay Swanepoel, Derek Boy, Cameron Hall, and Sean Heidemann. That is our top 10 at this stage. Julian Herman under some pressure now. Sean Valence has closed in on him. But right behind Valence, Mornay Swanepoel keeping him honest. Looking for a way through, and Valence goes through. Oh, it looks like the reliability issues with that 32 Polo coming into play once again. So he's dropping positions now as Julian Herman. Sean Valence up into 5th place. Mornay Swanepoel in 6th. The gap between Bevan Swartz, our leader, and Roy Aubrey in 2nd place has grown to 15.7 seconds. So absolutely dominant performance from Bevan Swartz, the man from East London towing, the man from Elco Truck and Haulers. A massive thank you to Bevan for his involvement in putting this the live stream together for the modifieds. Always a pleasure to work with the guys from Elco Truck and Haulers up here in East London. Our race leader already starting to mix it up with one of the back markers. Should we, who would that be? It's not Anthony Powers down there, but one of the little golfs. Will pick up the number next time it comes through. But the dice for second and third hotting up now. Francois Kutzer having closed in on Roy Obery in the Porsche 996 GT3 Cup car. He's got that Opel Tigra right behind him. Faster cars now starting to make their way past some of the back markers. But I think that's the race we're watching there. That's not back markers involved in that one. Derek Boy, very quick little BMW. Cameron Hall, Sean Heidemann. Looks like there's been a change of position there. Cameron Hall having moved up a place. You can see the wind has started picking up, just watching the palm fronds in the bottom of the picture there. The wind has started picking up a little bit. We're scheduled for a strong northeaster later on this afternoon. But a puff of smoke from one of the BMWs coming through there. We'll see who that is. Right, Francois Kutzer now right up on the back of the Porsche GT3 Cup car of Roy Obery. Can Francois Kutzer use the back marker to his advantage? Oh no, nice and clean move from both of them. As our race leader completes another lap, penultimate lap on the race now for Bevan Schwartz. We'll see what the lead has grown to when Roy Obery and Francois Kutzer come through. They go through now. The lead now grown to 23.8 seconds. So Bevan Schwartz completely untroubled out in front. Let's have a look what's happening. See if we can get some visuals of Francois Kutzer and Roy Obery. Kutzer had got really close to the back of him. We're watching the action further on down the field. That's for positions 7, 8 and 9. Derek Boy, Cameron Horn and Sean Heidemann all involved in the mix there. You can see Francois Kutzer having tucked in behind the back of the Porsche GT3 Cup car of Roy Obery. Really pushing hard now. I see one of the little Golf's got a problem there. Smoke coming out the left front tire. Has Francois Kutzer got anything left in the bag to get ahead of the GT3 Cup car of Roy Obery? As our race leader moves on to the last lap of the race, we're down to the last of 8 laps of racing. Francois Kutzer going to have to pull out all stops now, the last lap of the race. Chris Farley, they've got ahead of Chris Farley in the best drive BMW M3. Gap has opened up a little bit between third and fourth. That gap opened up to almost 2.6 seconds. Onto our race leader we go, focusing on him on the last lap of the race. He's had a really decent run, completely untroubled. 1 or 2 back markers that he's had to contend with, but from the moment the lights went out, Bevan Schwartz just dashed out into the front. Second place, Dice still going strong. Francois Kutzer just not managing to get any closer to the Porsche of Roy Obery. Back marker is going to come into play once again, but no, nice of them to move out the way as taking the checkered flag in modified saloons race number 1, Bevan Swartz, number 19, in the colors of Alco Truck and Haulers. Little golf still going, lots of smoke still pouring out of it, but hopefully he can make it to the checkered flag. Roy Obery crosses in second. Francois Kutzer very, very close third, 0.9 of a second in it. And then Chris Farley finishing in fourth. Waiting for the rest of the cars. I haven't seen Sean Valance coming through yet in the Maglab BMW. Well, clearly he has gone through already. I've got him as finishing in fifth. So Craig Gorgeous going past there. He has, he's a lap down, but currently running in 11th place. But a dominant win there for Bevan Swartz, heat number 1 in the modified saloons. He knows this track like the back of his hand. His workshop business premises not far from the circuit. Man who spends lots of time developing that car and practicing, testing and racing it. Francois Kutzer, the man from Stutterheim. A good third place finish for him. Let's go the top 10 quickly as they finish there. Bevan Swartz, Roy Obery, Francois Kutzer, Chris Farley, Sean Valance, Mornay Swanepoel, Derek Boy, Cameron Hall, Sean Heidemann, and Chris Nell. That rounds out our top 10. Folks, we'll be back a little bit later on for the second heat of the modified saloons. We're going to have a slight break while the historics go out, and then it'll be over to the voice of choice, Greg Maloney.
Next up is our endurance.
One hour endurance race will be the next one up, so we will be back shortly.